You know, I can't. I can't hear myself most of the time. I'm not able to hear myself the majority of the time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I swear. I swear, this happens like every time. I wish I could listen. I wish I could listen to myself again, but I can't. Unfortunately, it's just not an option anymore. Actually, wait. Let's get rid of the Deceptor. Yeah, because it's gonna be like Goliath and Dante for this particular one. I don't know. It may not even be all that good. Like hardly even worth bringing. All right, let's do this then. Sometimes settings reset in OBS and they just don't want to work right. That's what happens. I can't hear the name Takeshi without thinking of Takeshi's Challenge. It's horrible. This is just, it's awful. Wait, what weapon is this? Okay, this is the piercing sniper. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so to verify the piercing sniper rifle, spare mag, extra spooters, no pistol. Okay. The well, now you look like somebody just like sprayed a bunch of like juice on your face. You gonna like wash that off or? I'm just saying. run. Yeah. This is everything I think I need here. I'll get them the poison grenade so we can see how good these things actually are. Alright, deploy. More or less. It's like one of those things where it's like, if it's not a mission where we retrieve everything, there's no retrieving the armor afterwards. Which is a little bit frustrating. This isn't even like UFO defense so you can pick up the body. Though granted, even in that game, the armor's just gone, so... Yeah, shut up, Lush. But what I do with 4 extra arms, I don't know.
Receiving. Proceeding. We've got incoming.
Okay, so if I take out this guy's chest, I'll destroy his... remove his jet jump ability. Alternatively, I can take some shots at these snipers, which... I'm taking the shot on the sniper. I just can't afford it! I'm sorry! So he's dead. There's not really much she can do at this point. He's dead.
Here.
You know, one thing that actually would be kind of nice to have, like, that was in...
Moving out.
like, classic XCOM.
Ready to engage.
Is the I'm just gonna take a shot. I regret nothing. Alright, let's be careful what we talk about, guys. Come on. Also, where'd that nickname come from, BB? I don't get it. I really don't understand where that nickname came from. Is it pronounced bye-bye?
What's our plan?
Hey, welcome, Steven.
Target in sight.
Another sniper. Let's freaking go. Am I sure still want to do this? Well, I kinda gotta. Tried out Lord of the Fallen for the first time. Not familiar. Yeah, one thing I would have liked from classic XCOM that isn't in this game is so in classic XCOM you have to actually command your guys to kneel. It was an honest attempt. Again, I regret nothing. Maybe I should give this guy robot legs. He does need the extra mobility after all.
Protecting humanity.
I mean, listen, you can't go wrong with a risky shot here and there. You know? It could have been a lot worse. Oh. Dude, we took out his gun! Let's freaking go! Also, oh my god, that actually went... That's why they call it piercing. That thing went through his gun and still damaged him. That is actually kind of scary when you think about it. That is actually kind of terrifying. I mean, it wasn't like a lucky shot or anything. It, more or less, it's just kind of, you know, what it was, but... Now this, however, is a risky shot. Yeah.
It's just a warning shot.
Didn't do anything. Let's go.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Does, however, make it pretty easy to decide whether or not I want to actually keep up,
Holding
you know,
position.
shooting here, because...
Acquiring target. Moving now. Nice.
Advancing. I'm going.
We got some chip damage. It wasn't much, we got some. Yeah, like, I'm trying my best here, but, you know, these guys, you know, there's some... Yeah, it could be better. Could be worse, but could be better still.
Time to wreck.
No one should be surprised by the fact that guy died, of course, because... Well, frankly, had it coming. Uh-oh. Whoosh! That That was almost close.
Here.
I gotta remember that we got a grenade launcher. Farmajack, welcome, how's it even?
Five by five. Let's get this done.
One of the weapon types that really should have been in the original XCOM
I'm going.
was a flamethrower. Almost to the point where I actually argued the lack of one was kind of a travesty.
This will slow me down for sure.
One lasting target. Moving now.
I at least appreciate that this game does have fire physics, which is something that, in my opinion, a lot of games do miss. Because the fire is wonderful. Ah, last chuck. And hydrate.
A gift from you, Jericho.
I can't.
Dude, again?
Ow!
Again! Seriously, same person!
Right there. Let's blast him. No escaping the Phoenix.
Well, at least he got his head. We've had some very lucky sniper shots, by the way, so far. XCOM rates Kiv? I don't know what that means. So if I get in trouble, because like that's some like that's like so, like there's a lot more meaning to that, and the meaning's like really messed up. I'm gonna be annoyed.
Making haste.
Anyways, if there's another rocket, but yeah, no, INR is kind of screwed, cause I don't know what to do. Because here's a fun fact about this game. Having 2 broken legs is not very good. I know. You're shocked. But... oh wait, no, that guy's dead anyways. XCOM rates live on this one? I don't know. Ah, let's go! Let's go! We got new research from our disciple friends. How did any air aircraft stars much discussion on the scientific society as Ishar has been? Using live mutags as a weapon of aerial conflict has ran the gamut from praise of genius to outrage questioning the practice's humanity and even sanity. So far, his priests have been closely monitoring the ongoing conversation on the subject, mostly for personal amusement rather than public relations or scientific progress. See, this is why I like the disciples of Anu. They genuinely do not care. Anyways, guess I'm gonna have to look into the Mutog or Mutog war beasts, cause they seem useful. The disciples of Anu are now aligned with the goals and values of the Phoenix Project. All completed disciples of Anu research are now shared with Phoenix and can be accessed on the research list.
Do you understand why your actions were necessary? Why the site is sacred?
No.
It is here that the conditions existed which brought forth a better body with a free mind. One without the other is meaningless. The Exalted bids us understand. Why here? To fathom why the site is sacred is to fathom how other sites may become sacred also.
Dude, I did this exclusively for the research. I need to stress this.
Hear the voice of the shadowed hierarch, and after him, the wisdom of the Synod of Yearning.
Also, the free materials, tech, and food is not exactly a problem either. I didn't lose any. I could have sworn I was holding up on that because I thought New Jericho wouldn't appreciate my killing a bunch of his people. Maybe Cobb didn't like him either. Should play Aliens Dark Descent. I'm not familiar with that one. Alright, where am I sending the gift off next? Okay, and where's everyone else? Manticore 3 is currently on its way. Okay, it's currently going over there. Okay, then I guess I'll send Helios 3 over. Oh wait, no, it shouldn't do that now. Because I gotta actually fight those guys. And I kinda don't feel like sending Helios stay over there. Actually, what's this base looking like? Got a medical bay. This should be fine. This should be fine.
Research complete.
Alright, new heat-resistant undershields has been developed for use in the battlefield. The module is light to wear and can be incorporated into virtually any armor, increasing tolerance to flame and heat by 62%. 62% is not half. Yeah, no, like, unironically, I thought he was gonna be like, ah, dude, what the frick is your problem? Now, I thought he was just gonna go full on, you know, what the frick is your problem? This place is a war memorial. But no, he was chill. He was surprisingly chill about it. Okay, still gotta wait a bit longer.
Construction complete.
Let's freaking go! We now are producing more food than we're eating. You know what that means, right? Team, we have surplus. Ah, okay. Discord is doing one-to-one user interviews now for feedback. Gotta sign an NDA for it, but what the fuck? I'm gonna be honest, it's like I'm vaguely interested in that one Star Wars game that's coming out. I'm like vaguely interested. It's like not so much that I actually am interested in buying it, but like, well, the XCOM like. And you guys know how I am. I gotta play all the XCOM leaks. I gotta play all of them. Itchy Freckle, Battlefront 3 is never going to happen. And I'm gonna be honest, unless it's like the real Battlefront 3, I don't care. He and the rest of the State Council are very happy to see the research started on. I struggle to understand why someone would steal our research. I mean, I understand copying it, but why ensure that we can't continue it ourselves? He says clearly frustrated. This is precisely the sort of neoliberal logic that led to the old system's collapse. Competition above all else, even above the survival of the species. It's... I don't know. I just really don't get it. Ah, thanks for the materials. And why wouldn't you give me the materials initially? You know, incentives do matter. Okay, how's everyone looking over here? It's a slow process, but I think we can say everybody is in good enough shape to send them off. I don't really want to sit down and have these guys here too long after all, and... Cute. Okay, we're gonna... I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the Synedrian crossbow is kind of trash. I guess maybe it's kind of one of those things where you really should just use the poison crossbow anyways, but it's just like... It's not very good. Looks like Zero Company is flamethrowers. Bye. Also, Gabby, welcome to the day, man. Why are you talking about me getting pregnant? What the? What the fuck, Gabby? I thought you were gay. Seriously, over here saying straight stuff. That's intimidating. Download and respawn. Thank you for the follow. Alright, I'm sending the team over. Alright, let's see here. News of the atmosphere is subdued. A massive caravan of refugees from the fallen haven of Balarama Bridge has just arrived, and many of them are still shaken by the disaster that claimed hundreds of lives. The priests are busy tending to the injured, but they are afraid that many will die in the next few days. The human body is imperfect, one of the priests sighs. But it's not only external injuries that claim lives. Memories, too, can kill when kindness is in short supply. Offer resources in exchange for guarantees that the refugees will be granted religious freedom. Ask Synedrian for assistance! Offer thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. You know, I'm gonna be honest, maybe the Ask Synedrian for assistance thing might actually be good on account of the fact that, like, could actually get us something. Let's just contribute resources, you know, because... Because I'm gonna be honest, we actually do need as many people in these areas as possible, and... Kesh claims to be the birthplace of the apostle to the once born. The missionary-like figure sent to bring foreign heathens into the Anu fold. Although there is never proof of this in any of the canonical texts, Exarch Grace decided to build a massive statue to honor the apostle. All that's lacking is our materials to build it with. Exarch Grace prepared to offer us a really good deal if we can help him. This is a one-time offer. Trade materials for food, trade materials for tuck. I'm gonna say tuck, because food is something we actually can get a pretty decent amount of. Exarch is highly pleased by the deal we have struck, promising the Phoenix project will be credited on the plaque and that will be attached to the statue's pedestal. And there we go.
You'll be pleased to hear that you've received the blessing of the Shadowed Hierarch. What does that mean? Well, it's hard to say. He's a pretty elusive figure. but I know one thing about him. He doesn't care about dogma or symbolism. In some ways, he's a cynic, but that's why the Exalted keeps him around. Because if he supports something, it's because he thinks it's going to benefit us.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. The Hierarch also sends a gift. Accepting it has great symbolic value to our people. It means you've accepted his blessing. Good. Soon you'll be able to talk to the Synod of Yearning. But be careful. Our little trinity is not to be trifled with.
Alright, let's take a look at how our diplomacy levels are looking right now. Well, now the disciples are our current highest aligned. Which is fine. I'm planning on probably sticking with New Jericho regardless. But nothing wrong with using these guys while we have a bit. Alright, an archaeological site may relate to the antediluvian civilization discovered by Randolph Sims III. Alright, let's do it. Oh yeah, let's go here. Marked for death. Mark an enemy target until the end of turn. Each hit for an attack or individual. Round gets plus 10 damage if the effect is not stuck. He's the normal sounding guy then sent in after annoying you with the echoey voices. Yeah, no, that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. Look, you end up with that. You always end up with that one guy who's just 100%. He's pure cynic. You know, he's not really here for anything in particular. He's just here. He's here because to not be here is to die out in the wasteland. Okay? Also, turrets can be found and deployed for 1 action point. Unironically, just useful. Let's see, all abilities cost a maximum of 1 action point to the end of the turn. Next turn, you will be dazed, so point abilities cannot be used until the end of your turn. I don't understand what this does. That's interesting. But yeah, I just kind of feel this weird desire to try to play all of the XCOM ranks. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Alright, that's a machine gunner. Oh, it's hard to say which is worse. The Tritons are... Oh boy. Oh boy.
Moving to coordinates.
In my sights.
How on earth are we aiming through the tree? Ah, wait. I gotta take this guy down. And we did kill something. We killed his gun. And some might say that is that's not nearly as much, but I'd argue it's everything. Okay, well, this is kind of a I'm putting you there.
Moving to position.
Wait, what do you mean I need to... How do I throw the turret? I'm assuming it's the same as any other... What do you mean no valid target? Can't you just, like, throw it at a random place?
I'll keep my eyes open.
Alright, we missed. The Triton Hitman. I really don't like those guys. Wait, did I just see a shield bear actually, like, get in front of an ally? That's unheard of. Boing. Bop. Boing.
Let's get this done.
Oh we can just deploy it.
Deploying tech. Ready to fire.
I'm here. Here goes.
Alright, now it's completely in the fire.
Let's blast them.
I don't know if I should be as worried about the thugs, though. Or that particular thug.
Hostile damaged.
Well, not what I was expecting, but I suppose it worked out in the end.
Ready to rock. That was just a warning shot.
Targeting.
More fire! Shame the fire damage caps at 40. Oh, wait, hold on. Probably should have opened with that. I still get there with just managed to make stuff happen.
Acquiring target.
Okay. That did not do as much as I would have liked it to have done. I'm gonna put Robin over here because don't want to take too many chances after all. Alright, let's pray that next turn is not brutal. However, I did kind of let that siren just do what it wanted for a bit there. Maybe a little bit too long even.
Next time.
Excellent shot. You know, I shouldn't be too surprised it's what happened, but it's what happened. No, so sniper down moments are actually pretty serious when they do happen. Thank you for hydrate.
Count to 10. Breathe. My head. I can't breathe.
No, stage.
This is what we trained for, right?
Wait, hold on, how much? Okay, he's completely out of willpower. Don't worry. Mr. Auto Turret knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, so what does poison damage do? At the start of turn, poison is subtracted from hit points, then poison value is reduced by 10. So, like, if you have a poison value of 30, does that just mean that you take 30 damage, or is it... The question here is very important, by the way, because I need to know, do I need to kill this now, or can I just wait a bit before killing it? I guess it should be good to just take the shot.
Here.
Dang, feels like half my team just kind of freaked out there. Now there's not much you can do about it. I guess the important thing here is that I might have made a difference.
Receiving loud
Not a great
fear.
difference, but a difference. Don't worry, next turn he's getting backed. Really hard this time, too. Ah, that was 100% on. Okay, there it is. I was about to say. Because I was kind of annoyed that that didn't really do anything.
I'm here. Taking aim.
Took out the pincer. Go up to this guy. Bonk.
I'm ready. Doing it?
Your cover doesn't matter! Pathetic.
Threat eliminated.
Wait, what's always the worst possible interpretation? Did I say something? I might have said something. I don't know what I'm aiming at. But all I know is I missed. Pretty noticeably too, because
On the lookout.
you know what, I've had better and I've had worse. That's life right there. Okay, nothing to be worried about then. Let's see if we can get a hidden from over here.
Let's blast them. Ready to
That one was practice. That one was just a miss.
What's our plan? I'll take this.
Should probably grab Mr. Turret and get everybody moving before this entire area becomes a little bit less inhabitable than I'd appreciate. And I have a feeling about this. I can't really explain the significance of said feeling, but let's see. What time is it even? Unless it's about me going to people's beds. Don't be like that. Don't be weird. You know, I actually really don't know how these work. wait, hold on. This actually could work. Alright, it's paralyzed.
Receiving loud and clear.
For how long? Doesn't really matter. Well, for what it's worth, the AC in my car doesn't work anymore. So that's gonna be a fun journey to go over. I'm really not looking forward to it.
Here.
I think it's paralyzed enough. I think we can safely assume that thing isn't going anywhere for the foreseeable future. Like, that's like a good, like, 4 or 5 turns right there where it's just not able to move.
Tech drop.
I can't believe that requires you to be level 6! It's too good to be only level 6! Like, seriously!
I'm ready.
Okay, so what I wanna do with this? I wanna take him. But I don't know, like, if it's a good idea for me to... Okay, you know, we're gonna send Takeshi over here. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, let me do... shield. Good luck getting past that.
Moving out.
And then we're all good. Maybe. Hopefully. God, I am praying right now.
Receiving.
What's our plan?
So at least that with Mr.
Sprint into
Mr. Bug
position.
decides he wants to start moving again. He won't be able to. Also, like, I don't remember if the tech arms do have their own thing to them. And so it is. Wait, your neighbor in Canada, and it's extremely hot still? Man, crazy. Anyways, did you guys hear about how I've been running my car day and night? Apparently, it's good for the planet or something. But I don't know for sure. I don't trust scientists. Did you know that because of them, Pluto isn't considered a planet anymore? Did you know that because of those scientists, we're not a planet? Do you have any idea what effect this is gonna have on national security? Not to mention the local trout populations. Okay, wait, so I just want to verify here. So food production adds +8 to our food production per day. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't feel like enough. Oh yeah, we have advanced mutation technology. Acid! I'll be back, I gotta go use the restroom. I am back. Sorry about that. In Greek, the word for retrograde in Anadramus is the same. Therefore, our planets are salmonoids, like trout. Oh my god! I didn't have any research gone. That one is on me, admittedly, but still. I guess you could do the Myrmidon vivisection. And I guess while we're at it, okay, Mutog, War Beast, Advanced Mutations. I'm gonna put Advanced Mutations a bit further up. Just launches Mutogs. But yeah, I kind of like how the disciples of Anu, half of their stuff is just... Frankly, it's science. It's science run amok. It's what the Brotherhood of Steel didn't want to happen. Well, at least the later Brotherhood of Steel. I don't know about, like, a modern, you know? Should I even bother with their perkits? I swear, I've never actually had their perkits be worth it. I'm scrapping those things. I don't need them anymore. Okay, wait. Okay, I'll keep 2 spare mags and 1 of the rifles. Just because you never know and we'll just need the extra stuff. Okay. I think this is as good as it gets. Alright, let's just hope, I guess. Now, I'm gonna send the gift off too. Larsa, young poet, is making a name for himself. Inspired by the teachings of the Exalted, He has written an epic in verse that is part spiritual vision of the future, part guide to letting go of the old world. Despite the heavy subject matter, it's easy to read and entertaining, even humorous. Humankind's flaws are explained in a way that gets loud laughs from audiences, and there's an overall feeling of hope. The poet would like to produce a beautiful printed edition of the work as a present for the exiled, but the Haven leadership is less than enthusiastic, insisting the only thing really worth reading is the Gospel of the Exalted, so he has turned to us for help. Salmon is a social construct. Salmon species are not more closely related to each other than they are to species of trout. Salmon is basically just a trout that migrates for eggs. Lizzie, you are teaching me a lot about fish populations. Condemn him. It isn't poetry, it's religious propaganda disguised as art. The Phoenix Project will not support the spread of dogmatic beliefs that ultimately benefit the Pandora virus. Man, even Sonedri didn't like that one. Who'd have thunk it? Either way, I needed more New Jericho points, so, not a massive loss. Let's see. Before the Pandora virus, Abden Tusk was an eccentric billionaire best known for funding UFO, a company selling alien invasion insurance. Man, when the Pandora virus hit, this guy's gonna be paying out a lot there. And his involvement in the Astenspheric Railway disaster that left 108 people pulverized. Now he has declared himself Pirate King, raiding and looting havens with his mercenary army. Synedrion wants him stopped. I see little reason not to. Alright, Mr. Mutoid. And there's Nora. Wait, how many? Okay, we have a spare spider drone pack. This is good. Okay, the Shock Lance is just better than Marduk's Fist. It's just Marduk's Fist, but it does more shock, which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what shock actually is. Like, it might be important, but it also might not. And that's where it gets complicated. Am I gonna have to just cancel this mission just because we need freaking more Goss AR ammo? I swear. It's at least nice that I can kind of just get more of this junk, though. You'd figure the game would be a little bit more iffy on that subject, but... How much does a Dante canister cost? Because, I really like the flamethrower. Oh Oh, we do have piercing variants of most of the weapons. And a rocket launcher. Wait, this thing has basically infinite effective range. Should I just get one of these made just for the... just to see? Because now I'm mildly curious. That is really expensive ammo. It's so... Anyways. Also, my favorite classification of billionaire. The guys who, like, you know, they just do some stuff and people get freaking pulverized. You know, like, you do your best and then just, like, somebody gets turned into chum. Listen, he probably deserved it. Oh, we got more here. Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that mutoids are able to just... Huh. I'm gonna keep this in mind for future reference. Cause I might end up having to use mutoids at some point for more stuff. These action play costs the next shot with proficient weapons is just our one. Bloodlust. The accuracy of the proficient weapon is increased by 30% while there are no spotted enemies within 10 tiles. I have no clue what that means. Okay, we'll go for quick game anyways, because that actually is kind of useful. I can't believe that you can just throw acid worms at enemies. And it's free. Okay, injecting strike, inflict viral damage, reducing will points over multiple turns. Not really useful. Siphon attack, deal 50 melee damage and restore that many hit points. That's pretty good right there. Defeating Cloud is only by 75 to all organic enemy targets within 10 tiles for 1 turn. Poison damage reduced by half. I am not impressed. I say siphon attack. Look, I got a lot of mutagen, okay? We can afford to just kind of, you know, do whatever we want with this guy. Yeah, the acid worms are free. You can just throw them. Frankly, it's irresponsible if they let us just throw them. Come on, how's it even? Who else up on the acid worm? Disgusting. This is just an XCOM facility. I mean, Phoenix Point. I mean, XCOM. I mean, XCOM. So glad it's almost the weekend. Can't wait to stare at the ceiling. Know that feel. Too bad I don't get to stare at the ceiling. I like how the camera was perfect to just censor it. You know, my fireworm friend ended up in possibly one of the best positions he could have.
Going in. Ready. I'm ready. Running.
Also, I like how the berserkers are just kind of with what they do. Like, they just kind of have a really goofy look to them.
My turn.
It's a shame there's no reason to capture enemies, like human enemies. Because the game has you fighting human enemies often. Be cool if you could more, but... Also, the joke's on you now, Mr. Sniper. That fireworm's gunning for ya! You better watch out!
Check this out.
What did the boy?
I
Did
can
we?
make a difference.
Can we actually have it to where we just lose the spider drone? Because if so, that is actually kind of annoying. Because
Relocating.
I actually do care about this stuff. really should not have brought the grenade launcher here. This isn't really a grenade launcher venue. Well, we took out a sniper rifle at least. Not much else, but you know, it's a thought that counts.
I'm here. I'm prepared. Taking action.
Well, my problem is that it's the only weapon I had our brain. Could have bought a couple weapons. I bought the grenade launcher. Thinking it'd be enough. It was not enough. Critical mistake, buddy.
Take this.
My turn.
Ready.
I guess I should just, you know, ruin these guys' day as best I can.
This is bad.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm a little bit afraid that my computer's gonna die one of these days.
Moving now.
I probably shouldn't be worried, but like,
Here goes.
it just kind of feels like you just have so much happening, you know?
Making haste.
Just kind of end up starting to feel like, you know, you just get that sort of, you know, what's next thing going on.
My turn. I'm repositioning.
I'm not really trying to like be able to press him or anything.
Let
I
me
just
see.
been a rough time. Been a rough time.
Acquiring targets.
Oh my God! Hit your targets.
Here I come.
It's just kind of like, you know, if you just feel like, really feels a bit like I'm kind of I'm just really unlucky these days. Oh yeah, I can use pistols.
That didn't work.
You're gonna get it now.
Just kind of difficult, I guess.
You're gonna get it now.
Are you going to give him the business? Dang it! I was hoping that one would actually survive. You know? On one hand, I want to joke around and say, you know, oh no, my fireworm! How could you kill that wonderful, precious bean? But then it's like, I mean, there are worse things that could have died. Much worse things that could have died.
Aiming. Target missed.
What did you just do to me?
On it.
Also, dude, you are missing shots you have no business missing. I can't possibly stress enough how little business you have missing these shots.
Target hit.
Alright, what's it looking like? 37! That's barely less than what I needed.
Enemy in visual range. Taking action.
Don't worry. Well, that guy's down some legs.
Acquiring targets. Switching.
I am not impressed by the crossbow still.
Moving. Preparing to find.
Though it doesn't reveal your position. Like, that's a freaking incredible thing. Hey, the worst she can say is no. Also, there is significantly worse she can say than no. I need to stress that fact. I cannot stress enough, she can in fact say significantly worse things than no. I just see a random bottle of laundry detergent on the ground. Oh, it's Abdon Tusk. Part of me really wants to try capturing him. Most of me knows though that capturing him is really not viable.
Ready, willing, and able.
Uh-oh. He's got a Dante.
Let's do this.
Alright, well, we took out one of his legs.
My turn.
wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but
Just like target.
alright, arms disabled. No, I don't think he can use his weapon anymore. Alright, he had to disable both arms. I actually can't remember.
Oh! Aiming. Success.
I mostly just want to avoid doing too much damage to the to his gun, because he's got a flamethrower. And I want to keep the flamethrower.
Let's go. Right there. I'm prepared.
Actually, now that I think about it. We do have a heavy in this team. Actually, you know what's annoying about that? I actually need it. I actually think I have a flamethrower currently in production. I'll just cancel it if we actually get one. Venom, welcome to the event. Oh, did he go? Yeah, there was no way, but it would have been cool if he did.
What's our move?
Here.
The Venom, thank you for the sub. We don't work right. Wait, what is Warcry again? Is then 10 of their action points reduced by 2 for next turn. Okay. Yeah. So that means that this guy can attack and this guy can't do nothing.
Moving now.
Moving and shooting, however, is not a viable concept. Actually, if that's the case...
On my way.
But you can use his body as a shield, don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Switching. Ready to engage.
It won't die next turn, but it'll die the following turn. At which point, I'll have everything I need.
Channel open.
I didn't expect them to die so easily.
got this.
I don't think you got this.
Let's do this. Let's try this.
Oh, they got berserkers too. Wait, he can just have 3. Okay, I didn't know he could have 3 different things. No, doesn't matter too much. Let's go over here. Bap. And I might have gotten him killed. Not intentionally, of course.
Receiving loud and clear.
But intentions don't really matter in situations like this.
Taking action.
Well, that didn't work.
Looking for an angle. Got you good.
I hate how some either you can use right click to move a character. Because this is a thing I do. I just do it unintentionally because of like my old school XCOM days. Not what I wanted, but it could have also been a little bit worse.
Let's try this. Looking for an angle.
I've managed to save everyone. Anu, Berserker, and Heavy will both die next turn. This is good. This is good. Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark. Alright then. We're not done yet, but we're getting there. Made a lot of progress here.
Receiving loud and clear.
Now let's go grab that stupid flamethrower. And I got a fuel canister. For the flamethrower. That I really wanted. What can I say apart from life just sucks sometimes? Alright, listen, Cold One, I'm trying my best to stay optimistic. It's been a rough day today. You know, like I'm just wanting to. I need something to keep me going. Okay, and if the word sometimes is enough, I need sometimes. I really need sometimes. Kinda joking around there, but you know. It's hard to choose joy though. It's really hard to choose joy.
Dashing.
They got a place for doing augments? They got a lot of them too. That's really bizarre. You know, especially considering the fact that they really don't like. They don't have any augmented guys here. Actually, they don't have any augmented guys here.
Running. My turn.
Anyways, you got splitters at least.
What's our plan?
Man, I feel like I just made everything all depressing.
I see them coming.
Wait, what's these do? Action points reduced to 1 and accuracy halved. Alright then, so in other words, he can't do anything next time. Nothing worthwhile. Which means I can have Mr. Mutoid go in there and, suck his blood. Cause that's what mutoids do. They're very sick creatures in that regard.
Here I come.
Look, mutoids basically can use all the monster abilities, which is half the reason to use mutoids. The other half is, mutoids are cheaper than regular soldiers are. Yep, nope, that's just a bottle of laundry detergent.
My
What are they using it for? Probably using it to make drugs or something.
I'm going.
Also, keep in mind that healing mutoids is kind of expensive. For frankly, no reason at all. It just is. So any method of healing that, you know, doesn't require me to spend mutagen is frankly nice to have. And I don't think I have to explain myself. And God forbid an NPC wanna have clean clothes and not be stanky, yeah. Look, apocalypse rules, okay? The world has to look like the bombs dropped yesterday. And everybody has to look like they haven't heard of water.
Sprinting to position.
Let's think, Project. And I'll cheat. Yeah, that's one of those things you also earn. It's just like when you've... Like when you just feel like you've been really tense lately, you know? Like physically. You just kind of feel like you're not really able to like relax at all.
Here.
Yeah, exactly. And then when they get to that 4-star hotel, they make fun of the mutants in there, and then that results in some random guy on YouTube talking about how it's a morally ambiguous scenario. Even though one of the groups involved in this scenario is just objectively murderous. And therefore cannot claim any moral high ground whatsoever.
Operative on the move.
But they'll sit down and argue, but you see,
What's our plan?
racism.
Moving now.
And that's all I got. I'm sure some of you guys have seen that video. No, where the guy's like talking about how the 10 penny tower quest in Fallout 3 is like extremely morally impossible, I think was the word he used. And it's just like, it's really not though. It's really not. It's not nearly as complicated as he was acting like it was.
What's our move?
Dashing.
See, I'm gonna show them that my berserker is better than their berserkers. My berserkers can beat up their berserkers. Because my berserkers have real weapons
I'm here.
that use electricity to kill the enemy. I honestly don't know for sure what specifically is unique about the shock weapons. Like, it kind of was giving the impression it was like a stronger version of the stun weapons, but like... Welcome back, Insaniasto. I hope that your work thing wasn't too bad. Not too difficult, at least. Not gonna be on for too much longer, though. That did nothing. got some up over the weekend without console trailer. I heard. A $110 gift card. Hopefully it was to a good place, like Dave and Buster's or something.
Moving out.
Okay, don't do it. And well. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 10, Farmer Jack. Did not expect that. Okay. Thank you for the super. Don't think I'll ever get used to that.
On it.
No, that is fair. That is fair. So I got 150 for gas, 86 a day for meals, 366, and the 150 Amazon gift card. No, that's not too bad. Yeah, no, there wasn't much warning on that one. He's dead. Finally! Alright, Mr. Berserko's hiding really well. Maybe I need to be a little bit more accepting of the fact that my team isn't completely useless over here. Yeah.
So something has survived of the Firebird initiative after all. Stas and Nikolai will be pleased to hear that. They founded the initiative, you know, back in the days when our disagreements went tearing us apart. Strange to think of two people who love each other so much being on opposite sides. But there I go, involving you in Synedrion drama again.
Synedrion drama is like 80% of the faction, lady.
Now, look, anything you share with us will be shared with everyone. But there's tremendous symbolism to who you share it with first. Our whole internal discourse is increasingly being defined by the polyphonic tendency and the terraformers. And what you choose to do may affect who comes out on top in this debate.
Humanity matters most, screw everyone else.
I'm not surprised. Some people think the terraformers are unusual or extreme, but what they're advocating is pretty much what humanity has always been trying to achieve.
Oh, we just got an extra Phoenix base out of that. Looks nothing like the base we got to earlier. Might have been a little bit gentler in my approach had I known there was going to be another base here. Anyways, need to get a couple of points with Synedrion so we can get the rest of their stuff. After all. I did need to make sure I get as much over as possible after all. I never built a satellite uplink over here. I can't believe I forgot to build the satellite uplink. That's on me. I deserve it. But at the same time, just
Research complete.
little frustrating is all. Okay, where's everyone else gone? A gift over there. At MR, members of the local monastic order known as the Shrouded Smile are proudly announcing the creation of a new type of beer, which they are calling Exalted Ale. It is intended to help one get in touch with one's inner spiritual perfection by eroding some of the biological barriers that inhibit the human body, such as sobriety. Exarch, Amadi, however, seems less than pleased. He feels that drinking is a sin and only leads to regression. The monks have invited our operators to participate in the first public tasting of Exalted Ale. Should they attend? Yes. The ale is a great success. Dark and rich, it leads to long, passionate conversations and the invention of entirely new forms of dance. Exalt, Amadi is disappointed by our support of for the Shrouded Smile, but the rest of the Yanu hierarchy doesn't seem to care. That's because monks were made to give booze to the world. Send it to Phoenix Point. I think I might have everything here I want to do for now. Anyways, is there anything else? Actually, those person on Manticore, they looking. Nah, they're doing fine. Oh wait, they actually have a flamethrower. I guess that's fair. I guess in that case, all we're missing is a flamethrower for over here as well. There's manufacturing coming along. Seems fine to me, I suppose. Now, should I send Manticore 3 back over to Phoenix Point, or... Okay, so this is the armadillo. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really the biggest fan of the way the vehicles look in this game. explained it, just not a fan. Oh, it's great, isn't it? Gold plated. Just no one would ever complain about a gold plated tank. Yeah, no, that's kind of my thing here. It's you know, it's just kind of it's just kind of like a bit too you know. I guess for me, I feel like it's kind of ideal when like you know your vehicles are just a little bit more, I don't know. They got more size to them. Though, for what it's worth, I'm gonna be honest. The vehicles in this game are kind of in terms of how they operate. I like that you can put your guys in them. Not as much of a fan of the fact that like they're just kind of there, you know.
Research complete.
Alright, let's see here. Perceptor HUD. Stealth. Interesting, interesting. Also, wait. Tentacle torso. Perform a melee attack and apply paralyzed damage. Alrighty then. That's not concerning in the least. So your operatives linear cluster of burned out vehicles. There's been a fight here recently, but perhaps in the last week or so. On the ground, there are corpses that were tied up and left. These people were survivors. But on the losing side, they were left to die of starvation lying on the dirt. Search everything, but take time to bury the dead. Burying the dead may only be a symbolic value, but we need to cleave to any shreds of decency we have left as a species. Alright then, let's go! Let's see. Restricted bionic technology. After successfully integrating synergy and AI development with current bionic production, implants with improved agility and color blending properties have been constructed. The implants allow for a greater range of action as well as a chameleon effect, making people difficult to spot in the battlefield. Venom crossbow. Not surprised that exists, honestly. New generation of medical nerds has been developed which are more flexible and capable of directly enacting human body. They can also generate damage to shoe applications significantly shorten patient recovery times. Advanced paralyzing weapons. New generation paralytic grenades have been created, implementing breakthroughs in neuromuscular transmission. Synergy are very serious clothing. preventing incidents, mainly Helios pattern aircraft come equipped with a complex line of internal defenses, including modified weather-tight doors on automated motion-sensitive security drones. Huh. Alright then. That is something. Alright, well, we have managed to align ourselves with all three groups. Which means I think that's basically everything we can do as far as getting research is concerned. Seriously. Phoenix R&D4 is being attacked. It is going to be attacked by Pandorians.
The old world is gone, and yet it haunts us. There are those who dream of taking us back to those dark days before the flood, when greed ruled and change seemed impossible. Sins and lies are difficult to kill, but kill them we shall. With the blessing of the dead god, New Jericho will fall, and the faithful will rejoice.
Alright, well, I guess that means Disciples of Anu are at war with New Jericho. This isn't really all that surprising as, you know, I find it funny how New Jericho isn't nearly as hostile to Synedrian and the Disciples of Anu, and yet they both hate them significantly more than New Jericho hates them back. But, like, I'm just saying, it is a little bit funny when you think about it. This entire while, I can just go, okay. Like texting a woman. Yeah, no, but Frello, this is an actual legitimate, this actually is a bit of a concern idea, because, complex security firm from protecting aircraft from bioweapons. Oh, okay. Anyways, putting new bionic technology at the top of the list, because we all know I like my man-made Horus beyond our comprehension. Something of a habit of mine. Operatives have discovered the grand total of Pan Cosmic Ostara, compound belonging to the nature worshipping cult that arose in late 2010s. It's hard to tell whether the compound is occupied. Its cultists reject that electricity is unnatural and refuse to perform any repairs on buildings they owned. The compound houses over 100 beds, and there's a decayed corpse in every one of them, each with a plastic bag wrapped around its head to symbolize ecological disaster. It seems the Astarans followed through their belief that humanity was a virus by committing mass suicide. There is nothing of value here. So, did they accomplish anything, or? The shaman, he was strangled to death with the with those plastic rings that are in the.
This is a message for the Phoenix Project.
Oh.
I thought you had what it takes. A phoenix rising from the ashes. The ashes! Ashes to ashes, nothing but a myth. You have struggled with stupidity at every turn. Suffered betrayals. Betrayals that brought humanity to the brink of extinction. Yet you can't see the obvious. Humanity cannot be saved without total transformation. Without total transformation. Without becoming pure. Pure.
Are you trying to make a point here?
West. The coward West hiding behind his walls? The
Yes.
abominations that spread the disease? Or the idiots who think we should embrace the infected and live with them as pets?
Okay, I think he particularly does not like Sinedrin, which is an accurate statement.
Of rot and decay will be forgotten, and a new order forged from blood. Blood! And titanium will rise. If the Phoenix Project thinks it has the strength to stop us, that's your foolish fantasy. You know where we are. Come if you dare.
Okay.
Research complete.
Oh, I guess I got that for EMP grenade. That's probably gonna be useful for like 2 missions. Melee proficient torso. Melee attacks cost 1 AP less? Alright, that's actually really hard to say no to. You received a message from Subject 24 via an encrypted channel. Satellite triangulation has discovered an electromagnetic anomaly at the source. It appears to be a man-made structure.
Good move, Phoenix Project. You think you can beat us at our own game? Tobias West fought the same way, and look at him now. Trembling behind his walls and adjutants, terrified of every sound in the dark. You will be like that soon, and you'll never know when that sound turns out to be us.
Again, are you like trying to make this like a thing, or like what exactly is your endgame here? Also, did I ever build a mutation lab anywhere? Like at any of my bases? Okay, I still got like 24 hours left on that one. Anyways, Takeshi, I'm sorry, man. We gotta give you a different torso. I love the Juggernaut torso, aesthetically speaking. But Combat Matrix. It's really hard to say no to that. He looks so freaking weird. Something about his jacket makes you not take him seriously. It's like, I'm sorry, man. It's like, we got the Juggernaut torso, and that's like, that's you. And then like, and then you get this, and it's just like, hello, HR. It figures that the communists would have the leg augmentations that just look like the running prosthetics. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just seeing stuff and I'm saying stuff. It looks like Pedro Pascal. That's unfortunate. Anyways, I guess it at least means he'll have slightly better speed. Because he did have issues with speed earlier. Oh yeah, and the propeller legs also give him a little bit more speed as well. I'm assuming none of the heads give you more speed though, because you know they're just heads. Anyways, alright, time to take your shoulders away. Ugh, God! He lost so much aura. He lost so much aura. I did not intend to go for 3 hours. Stuff happened. And I should call it. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, in my opinion, I'm not really a very big fan of the augmentation, of how the augmentations look personally. My main gripe with it is just like, you know, it feels like we're removing too much. Like we're just replacing the entire torso when we do a torso augmentation. Like everything between the freaking the belt and the neck completely removed. But I'm not really a very big fan of it aesthetically speaking. Just feels kind of eh. So where do I want to send you guys? I don't mind cyberpunk. My problem is just like when, you know, you lose a little bit too much. I mean, it's like, you know, like the head augmentation is just straight up ripping the dude's head off and replacing it with something else. Like, you know, I kind of prefer, like, you know, when stuff's a little bit more, you can still see the bits of, you know, the bits of a person underneath it, or around it even. Like, I prefer what we did with the MEC troopers in Enemy Within. Because for some reason, the leader of the engineering team decided that you know, we finally managed to get bionics working, so we're just gonna make them into nuggets. We're just making them into nuggets. Not a fan of the irradiated water drinker look. I had no clue. Not really, no. Think over on Twitch, I'm gonna give it to Jameis. It's currently playing Tarkov. And then on YouTube. Oh, I got nothing there. Well, I'm sorry. I guess you don't have anything here. I guess it'll just be the end tonight then. At any rate, I'll be back on Monday. And I guess with that, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So good.